There we go, the feed's coming in. Welcome back. I figured out a way to expand the camera so now you don't have to see me as much anymore, and you get a great view of the screen. And as the Inquisitor Lord of this sector, I will be allowing you to see the next mission logs and recordings from my spy drones, as I'm going to call it, on what occurred during this event. That's what I'm going to be saying from now on. These are recordings from above.
Under the orders of Inquisitor Toth, the citizens of Tartarus have begun a mass exodus of the planet. Such an action can lead to disaster in the best of situations. But the reports reaching my ears are ones of planet-wide hysteria as the population makes its pilgrimage to the two main spaceports. Convoys of transports and civilians on foot are being plagued by attacks from Orc forces. Stretched thin, the Imperial Guard is barely keeping order in the major population centers, sacrificing their lives long enough to hold back the green tide of the Orcs. They are truly warriors of the Emperor. I wish for nothing more than to be able to join them in this noble cause. But I cannot deny my duty any more than they can deny theirs. We have found proof that the forces of chaos are operating on the planet of Tartarus. Isidore has found evidence on the blasphemous altar that indicates they may be headed towards Mount Korath, an old mountain located dangerously close to an area of heavy Orc activity. I have requested a regiment of Imperial Guard from Colonel Brom to help cover our approach. I regret asking when the Colonel's forces are already stretched to the breaking point, but there are greater things at stake now.
So, to give a basic explanation, everything is going to shit. The Imperial Guard is stretched thin, trying to both maintain, well, order in a situation that is in no way orderly, and hold back a horde of orcs which the Imperial Guard typically dies to in large numbers. And now they're being asked to aid the Space Marine forces in their own pet project that they consider more important, which is standard among the Space Marines. Us Inquisitors never get that wrong, mind you. Our shit is always the most important. So, you get a group of them to join you and basically just stand in a canyon to shoot at whatever happens to try to come their way, while you just go do other things. Let's get started. Now, to give a basic explanation, once my cursor shows up, you can see things are not going well for the poor guardsmen. Very not well down here, extremely not well down up here, and issues arriving over here. So, what they're basically trying to do is get all the civilians concentrated into these locations to basically do convoys to try to escape. This area is probably being abandoned, this area is probably being abandoned, this area is probably being abandoned last, I'd say. And they're all going to gather in the capital to try to escape. But now you're finding forces of chaos are here. You're finding the bloody space elves are here. And you're also finding that the orcs are doing what orcs do and attacking harder. They don't really do anything else.
Exalted Farseer, the humans are moving, traversing the slope as you predicted. They are walking into our trap.
Yes, but you can never ambush a Space Marine. Remember that. They expect treachery at every turn. You can only validate their suspicions.
Your orders?
We have locked the humans into this path as they have locked us into ours. They know they enter a gauntlet. and they will likely drag us into it as well. Now we play our parts, and pray that we are the better actors.
Are you certain?
Yes, the path to Mount Korath. This is where the altar said we must go. Why? Do you question my findings?
I do not question your abilities, brother librarian, but I do question their tactical sense. That mountain pass is the perfect location for an ambush.
Listen to the distrust in his voice. He probably calls you mutant behind your back, but he fears your divinity, your power. You must put the child at ease.
I do not deny that this is likely a trap, which is all the more proof that our enemy lies in this direction.
Very true, old friend. Stay alert and follow my lead. I want no mistakes.
Agreed.
He's fallen. He's starting to fall to chaos.
Scouts, are you in position?
Yes, my lord. We have discovered the location of the first Eldar forces.
We must find a way to overcome this Eldar strike force before we can scout out a good location to stage our field operations.
They're posing on us in the middle of the street. They are just posing on us. Well, let's go say hi.
My aim shall not falter.
At your command.
They don't have snipers, so they're gonna stay out of this.
Awaiting orders. We are the Emperor's chosen. It is better to die for the Emperor than wait for yourself.
Looks like we had both the exact same plan.
I shall end thee. Vanquish us.
Pull back you.
Proceed.
At your command. I sense danger. We will root it out.
You do? Neat. Okay.
The Emperor protects.
Move
My
forward.
aim shall not falter.
This structure is a webway portal. The Eldar use them to quickly travel from one location to another. We must destroy any webway portals
Scouts
we
in
find to
position.
limit the Eldar's mobility.
Okay, there's a slag depot there.
We stand ready for the glory of
This
the
is a good
Imperium.
location to establish a field base. Gabriel to the
Awaiting
Litany of
orders.
Fury. Lock on my location and
Strategic
prepare to
point
drop
identified.
HQ.
Here to serve.
Now.
I await your instructions.
We stand ready. At last, back
The tank's gonna hold here.
Ever vigilant.
The assault marines are going to stand over there and
At
watch.
your command.
And well, we got a tank guarding this side. I think they're gonna be good.
What would you have me do?
Force commander and Isidore goes over here. We need to get this done before we can really be okay with moving forward, and we need to capture these points to get some resources in.
Direct us to the Emperor.
Desperately need
Area
resources, but
secured.
still.
Here to serve. I will do as you ask. I will do as
There we
you
go.
ask.
Okay,
Stand ready. Direct us to the enemy.
stand
Maintain
guard,
attack
brothers.
formation.
On alert, brothers.
You
The
boys,
enemy must be nearby. Space
make a good
Marines,
push.
advance.
At your command.
We'll send somebody up here later to build up our.
Clear the nice plate.
This day shall be a glorious one. Here at last, back to war.
That's an anti-infantry variant, isn't it?
Heavy, heavy fire. Yes, my lord.
Now that we have established our field base, we must continue continue through the mountain pass on foot.
Squad
Expect
movement!
heavy
What's your
resistance. Make sure you move cautiously and keep the field base protected at all times.
Again. Identifying targets.
We need him to take out the vehicle. He's the only one who's really going to be efficient at it.
Ever vigilant.
Okay, with that, we'll be in a good spot. How close are you guys? You're getting there.
Yes, Lord? Build routine 721 initiated. Initializing build protocol.
There. It's not the most efficient use of resources, but we'll be fine. They fucked up.
My lord, I have arrived at your request.
We need you to cover the eastern pass. The
Securing
combat
objective.
Guard
that
is
occurring
coming.
here will likely attract the Orc forces nearby. We cannot afford their interference.
I understand. You can count on the Imperial Guard to hold this pass. No orcs will get by us.
Keep me appraised of the situation. If possible, I will provide you assistance if the
Yes,
Orcs
Lord.
attack.
Yes, my lord.
With all
Under
due
fire.
haste.
There we go.
At your command.
In the head-to-head, we have the advantage with these guys, at least against snipers if we get close enough, so
It is
I'm more than
better to
happy
die
to
for
leave
the
it there.
Emperor than live for yourself.
Okay, tanks will hold in a line here.
At your command.
It is better
There we
to
go.
die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Basically, these will act as heavy guns and artillery that will open up on anybody who crosses this threshold. The infantry will be staying behind them, so that way the tanks are shot first.
Heavy support available. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You've got it. Moving out. You've got it. You've got it. On our way.
The Emperor protects.
That he
Yes, sir.
does, that he does. Now, we're going to have a very specific
sir.
setup for
Yes,
this.
sir. Yes, my lord.
Once we can afford it, we're going to, and it won't bankrupt us, we're going to be giving them each 3 grenade launchers and 2 plasma
Taking
guns.
damage.
Yeah, we won that counter, it's fine. Okay.
I
Simple
await
reasoning.
your instructions.
The grenade launchers will knock down most infantry units, so it'll give them free opportunity to fire the plasma guns into their faces.
Venerate the immortal
And last time I
Emperor.
checked, if you lack a face, it is rather hard to fight.
At your command.
Yes, Lord? I shall obey.
Okay, let's take this.
With all due haste.
You'll build that up. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure we're in a good spot to actually win this quickly, because, there's gonna be a lot of Eldar here. And we're gonna need to wipe out most of them, if not all.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Once you're done with
As
that, head
you
up
wish.
here.
I await your instructions. Here to serve. I
We won't
await
need it
your
quite yet, actually.
instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
Taking heavy fire. Faith is our shield.
Once that's done, we should be able to start doing an upgrade.
Yes, Lord? I will do as you ask.
I at least want to get each of these with the 2 heavy bolters, 2 bazookas, or missile launchers, sorry, before we actually go into a assault. We just need to get to 250. There we go.
Awaiting orders. Faith is our shield. Xeno sighted.
And that's what I meant by you want your tanks up front for the Imperial Guards. Now, this isn't how they work in rest of the stuff. They treat these like artillery pieces.
Taking damage.
They're not, they're tanks.
Awaiting orders.
They act as they should later, though, so don't worry. We need to get this up and running sooner than later. Yeah.
What's your order?
I await
Okay.
your instructions.
We're going to need both of these, and we're going to be placing all of our apothecaries with regular Space Marine squads for the simple reason of we need them to survive. They are going to be our heaviest hitters against general opponents. So keeping them alive is by far our most strategic decision.
Build routine 721
Now, are they going to be the
initiated.
hardest hitters, period? No.
Yes,
That's
most
going to
beneficent
be the
one.
Dreadnoughts and the Predators.
Build routine
But it's
721
still vital for
initiated.
us to keep it around.
Yes, Lord?
Also, I just had to point this out. If you are anywhere near these and it lands, you would die. Or just fall flat on your ass just due to the fact of just... Imagine how heavy the structure must be. And it's coming down from orbit.
Lehman Russ here.
The Emperor protects. Reporting, sir.
Taking damage.
The Emperor protects. We're here.
At your command.
Okay, perfect.
Fear denies faith.
Scouts in position.
Okay, we'll have good sustainability now
Apothecary
for
ready.
our units.
How can I serve? Apothecary ready. Who
Go.
requires my aid? What are your needs?
And
Who
go.
requires my aid?
I moved them here because eventually enough orcs will start to show up that they'll try to curve around and into this area, so it's just acting as an extra blocker. Though they won't be as effective as these troops right here because they're not going to be in heavy cover, they still got a tank. I doubt I need to say anything more.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Okay, once we get them
How
both
can I
equipped
serve?
with these, we'll be in a good spot. And then we'll press forward starting on the left-hand side for those of you who do not know the compass, but we're going to follow the western path, deal with any webways we find along the way,
Hates.
and then move to capture this.
How can I serve?
We'll also start, once we start moving forward, upgrading both our targeting features and bionics.
Faith is our shield. What are your needs?
It looks like most of the
The
upgrades
Emperor
have gone
protects.
through. Yep. So now, if they get up to here, if they get around here, the grenade launchers will fire upon them, knocking them down, and the plasma guns themselves will just open up as they get close. And since orcs are considered heavy infantry, it means the plasma guns do very good damage against them. Okay.
What are your needs?
Not enough requisition damage.
Apothecary ready. What are your needs?
Okay, it's almost time. Once we get this last force in, we're going to be ready to push to the left.
Marine squad deployed at your command. The battlefield awaits.
Fear not.
They're screwed.
Venerate the immortal Emperor
Marine squad
with
deployed.
courage and honor. I stand ready.
Okay, they'll hold well enough on their own now.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Apothecary here.
I get it, I get it. You don't want people to be reading books. Shut the hell up.
Idleness.
It's great there's no friendly fire, because somebody will get hit in this.
Apothecary here. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Apothecary here. Taking haste. What are your needs?
The reason we needed to blow this up is the Eldar have an ability where if they enter in a webway, they can teleport to any other webway location, meaning
An open mind is
they
like a
are
fortress
very
with
fast to
its gates unbarred and
deploy,
unguarded.
making them very dangerous to deal with.
I await your instructions.
Not quite there yet, damn.
Taking heavy fire. Faith is our shield. Apothecary here. They are finished. Apothecary here. Yes, my lord. How can I serve?
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Yeah, we lost them.
Certainty of your purpose.
How can I serve? The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed, forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. How can I serve? Yea, for healing. I care not which you see. The battlefield awaits.
Those two combined should be able to hold off most of these. Okay, with that, we've cut off their ability to swiftly deploy infantry.
Here to serve.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
What are your needs? Take and hope. The battlefield awaits.
Okay, you really are holding good.
At last, back to war. Faith is eternal.
I want you to cross over and hit here.
The Emperor shall be destroyed.
Here to serve.
Now, as you saw, I already played this mission, so I already went through and found everything. The reason behind it is I wanted to make sure that I actually was able to play through relatively quickly for everyone.
Position secure. How could I serve? Even in death, I still serve.
Was he saying we missed one?
Faith is eternal.
Is that supposed to be a jab?
Identifying targets.
Keep going, you boys.
How could I serve?
She just got heavy bolter to the face. That must suck. And we've won this entire approach.
The Emperor's finest.
You.
Here to serve. I will do as you ask.
What are your needs?
Here to serve.
Never mind, get back here.
Instructions.
Okay, with that, our eastern flank is secure. We now need to break through here and push to the west into here. Once we've secured that point, though, we'll be in a golden spot. Okay.
Even in death, I still serve. They are finished.
Cross the bridge. Now, it may look like it, but all their forces are coming down this way. So by cutting off here, we cut off an entire approach that they have. We are going to cross the screen, though, to make sure that, because I don't necessarily remember all of it, that there's nothing up here.
Apothecary here. The battlefield awaits. The battlefield awaits. I follow your command.
Scouts here. On patrol.
Okay.
What would you have me do? I serve mankind.
It's the commissar. Take a good look at the man.
Predator deployed.
It will be done.
Huh.
The Emperor protects.
I feel like my view shrank. The hell happened?
It will be done.
No,
On my
stay
way.
over here.
The Emperor protects.
Taking hits.
Yeah, no, my angle's wrong here. What the hell? Hold on, I'm just gonna do a quick save and return. Because something's not right about this camera angle. I can't see shit. No, it's still here. The fuck?
Predator at your command.
Eldar,
His will be
purge the
done.
wickedness.
An easy objective.
I honestly don't know what to do here. Well, I'm just gonna look something up real quick. My forces are gonna hold either way, so I don't mind.
Predator deployed.
Orcs, purge the beasts.
Oh. Looks like they got a little closer.
At last, back to war.
We're gonna send him alone up here soon. Okay, this is a Predator tank. Basically, you can make him a full anti-vehicle, anti-building, but I don't like to do that. I like to leave the main cannon as is, and then just make the side guns las cannons. Reason? I like to. That's all.
An easy objective.
I am ready to serve. Again. Moving out.
Yes, most beneficent one? Yes, Lord. I exist to serve.
Predator at your command. Predator tank here.
With courage and honor.
Taking damage.
Predator at your command.
Even in death, I still serve. How can I serve? Must die. At last, back to war.
Predator tank.
The enemy
You
is
go on
attacking.
your own over here.
We will destroy the enemy.
The battlefield awaits.
Well, they fucked up. You see, you don't charge the tank with the Howling Banshees when there's infantry nearby. In fact, you don't charge the tank with the Howling Banshees at all, because that is just a dumb move.
Predator tank here. His will be done.
Okay, once you're healed, you move forward.
Predator tank here. Predator tank here.
Charge! None can stand before us.
Okay, good. Our western flank over here has been secured. Now let's get some turret upgrades. With it, it'll also increase our resource income too, so it's actually very useful.
Under fire.
help the
What
cycle.
the fuck are you doing? Move!
Can stand before us.
Part of the reason I like the Predators more is because, honestly, I like the fact that they can target three separate units at once. While the
enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there
I
can be
love the
no
versatility of the Dreadnoughts, but they can't do that. They can only target one at a time.
How can I serve?
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
You sound like an Inquisitor.
Taking damage.
And once again, you let the tank lead the way, because typically if there's not going to be much heavy weaponry, you just win. Plus this is Tactics 101 in the world where you let the heavy units go first, with infantry support.
Predator at your command.
And with infantry support, you gain the ability to, well, guard the flanks.
Mission accomplished.
It's a very useful skill as it turns out. That one's the dangerous one. As you saw, they were already starting to attempt a flank right there. This should hold for as long as we need it to.
The battlefield awaits.
That's why it's ordered how it is. What the hell are you doing up there? Okay. Our flank is secure.
The fallen shall be forever remembered
Yes,
as the Emperor's
most
finest.
beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
No one's getting through these. Or, sorry, heavy things will, but nothing standard.
Yes, most beneficent one.
They got charred.
I exist to serve.
Predator tank here.
What are your needs?
At last, back to war.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
Now you may be asking
How can
why
I
I'm
serve?
deploying like this.
Mission accomplished.
Simple reason.
He who stands with me shall be
Yes,
my
most
brother.
beneficent one.
What are
There
your
is an
needs?
enemy base here. The size of the area is just too big for there not to be.
Taking damage.
Okay, with that, we will also be building up some turrets in this location. Actually, no, we don't need to. Not even here. They're not going to be able to push through what we already have.
The battlefield awaits.
Once we can, we will be dealing with this, though.
While the
Actually, we
enemies
can
of the
afford
Emperor
just to use the
still
scouts
draw
for that, now I think about it.
Death or healing. I dare not which you. Death or healing. I dare not which you.
With this, they won't be able to call in any Rangers, Howling Banshees. We'll have this area secured at the very least. And over here, well, I think you can tell what would happen. Webway gates, of course, need to be destroyed. It'll stop any reinforcements from coming through.
Attack.
Position secure.
Command me. To me, my brothers.
Here to serve.
Good job.
I will
At
do
your
as you
Scouts
ask.
over here, hold out in a
Commencing
crater.
infiltration.
Now the reason I'm waiting is we're also going to need a few other things. And they will be doing something on the side for a little bit. Just imagine how much this thing would weigh. Like, it's insane to actually think about. Okay. Since we have the resources, might as well do some more upgrades.
Death from above.
Whirlwind artillery tanks deployed.
Ever vigilant.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Okay. Since
My
you're all
faith
ready,
is my shield.
move
My
up
aim
to
shall
there.
not falter.
You boys,
Predator at your
move up to here.
None can stand before us.
Under fire.
Predator tank here.
Taking damage. Taking hit.
Has arrived. Whirlwind artillery tanks deployed.
Once again, strong deployment factor.
Predator at your command.
Venerate the immortal Emperor. Feel my wrath.
And part of the reason we're doing this is we need to make sure this area is secure for blowing up their main base. Why am I making sure all the Eldar die? Well, screw them. That's my entire reason.
At your command.
They have interfered with the Emperor's plans and so must fall.
No servant of the
I
Emperor
am
shall
the
fall
instrument
in
of
my
his will.
command.
Feel my wrath.
What's your order? We stand ready. At your command. Moving out.
Whirlwind here.
Taking damage.
His will be done.
Our answer, a bunch of bazookas.
Scouts ready.
Enemy is attacking. Attack.
Now, normally I would say he has the advantage on a slope, but he's a hover vehicle, which means the slope is actually to your disadvantage. It exposes the weak underbelly.
Faith is eternal. I am the instrument of his will.
Okay, we have this area secure. Join the main force.
Moving out.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
All of you, get into this corner.
Orders received. Apothecary ready. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Do you not have an apothecary? No, you do not. Okay.
The battlefield awaits. Who requires my aid?
Okay.
Whirlwind here. Triangulating attack coordinates. Whirlwind here. Triangulating attack coordinates.
Awaiting orders. Activating jump pack.
Treacherous
Activating
alien
vehicle.
scum! They can hide their field bases in plain sight of our men.
but not from our eyes. Brothers, to locate hidden units or bases, utilize a commando unit, like myself or the librarian. Squads equipped with sergeants can also detect hidden enemies.
Activating jump pack. Destroy the armor. Fall to the skies.
Ugh.
Squad morale restored.
Beware the alien. The mutant heretic.
Looks like he went in too deep.
Space Marine!
Go support the dreadnought.
I am ready to serve. Again.
Okay.
Awaiting orders. Fear denies faith.
Once you're fully charged, you will be jumping back in.
We will destroy the enemy.
Okay.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
3, 2,
To the sky.
1.
Taking damage. Activating jump pack. We stand ready. Returning to battle. Activating jump pack. Target their vehicle. Fall back! Destroy the armor. Activating jump pack.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. They will never
Returning
see
to
it
battle.
coming.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Once we've basically just isolated these forces, we're not going to be heading back here at all. We just need to blow up this last webway gate, and then we can ignore the entire location, because we just need to destroy their base, and without this, they can't send these troops over. So there's no point in sacrificing more units in a fight that's already won.
What are your needs?
Scouts, go handle
Strategic
this.
point identified.
You, right?
Yes, most
Oh, it looks like we
beneficent
actually
one.
got it. Neat.
Initializing build protocol.
At your command. We stand ready. Faith is our shield.
We'll just, we'll bar over here.
Whirlwind missile battery to fire.
You're almost done.
Here to serve.
Okay.
Defending objective.
My faith is my shield.
Now, honestly, all we need to do is
By
charge.
my command. Attack!
Command me.
Taking damage.
I have waited long for this day.
They screwed up.
Heresy grows
So you say.
Fear denies faith. Fall back and regroup! Onward to glory!
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Command me. I have
The
waited
reason I'm
long
sending him up there is I just want to make sure that there's no webway gate that could flank us.
Predator at your command. Death has arrived.
What are your needs? They are finished. Fear denies
What the hell are
faith.
you doing?
Maintain attack formation.
Predator at your command.
Scouts ready.
I am the instrument of his
Fall
will.
back!
Whirlwind here. Moving out.
I am the instrument of his will.
Decoy! We are the Emperor's chosen. Taking head. Taking head. Faith holds us. Activating jump pack. Awaiting orders.
Hmm.
At your command. Returning to battle.
Oh, shut up, winning.
We are the Imperial Guard. It is time we started acting like it. We're here. The Emperor protects.
You
Reporting,
guys
sir.
lost nobody. Shut the hell up. Guess they took out a tank.
At your command.
Good for them.
Commencing attack. What is your order? Preparing to face target.
Whirlwind artillery tank
How can I serve? Death or healing? I care not which you serve. How can I serve?
Attack.
I am ready to serve.
Enemy is attacking.
There we go. Honestly, these missions are just gonna get longer.
We are still unearthing more Eldar explosives and demolition charges, but we dare not move them. We replace their triggering mechanisms, however. That is all I care to do with such xenotech.
Was this a trap?
No. By the placement of the charges, it is likely they plan to collapse this area, burying the marker and anyone near it.
They failed.
That guy's got
Isidore,
one chin on
study
his
the
face.
marker and see where it leads us next.
Captain, Inquisitor Toth has arrived.
Of course he has.
Yes, Captain, it is an impressive sight. But I never claimed Chaos had never set foot on this planet before. I said that if something were here, the impending warp storm would eliminate that threat. Best we not remain to share its fate.
And as I explained, Inquisitor, the Blood Ravens will remain until the last possible moment. Until that happens, in 2 or 3 days hence, I plan on pursuing this riddle.
Captain, I do not presume to question your decisions concerning the Blood Ravens. But when it comes to employing the Colonel's Imperial Guard in your quest...
My quest. Yet again, you accuse me of pursuing my personal interests. It is my duty, and yours, to expunge any scent of heresy or chaos.
You overstep yourself.
As do you, Inquisitor. It is not the Colonel's Imperial Guard. Their lives belong to the Emperor. It is by his mandate and will that I use the Imperial Guard against the forces of disorder and elevate them in the glory of holy battle.
I see now that coming here was a mistake. If you are set on a path that will lead you to destruction, I can do nothing to stop you. But I won't allow you to drag us down with you. By inquisitorial edict, I am taking control of the planet Tartarus. All requests for planetary resources, including its military, will go through me, Captain. From this point on, you and your men are on your own.
To be fair, they're barely holding out against the hordes of orcs, so I really don't blame him. It may seem like he's just being a dick, but remember, there's already a war happening on this planet, and they don't have the resources to spare. I mean, even 4 tanks and 4 squads of Imperial Guard could mean the difference in holding a line. So, I don't blame the Inquisitor.
The appearance of the Eldar is a complete mystery to me. I have dealt with these treacherous aliens in the past, and have never seen rhyme nor reason to their actions. It is unnerving. I prefer the Orc as an opponent. For all their brutality, there is a twisted form of honor with the Orcs. They meet their opponent on the field of battle, but the Eldar seem to have contempt for all. Fighting them is like shooting at mist and shadows. Isidore spent hours interpreting the runes on the marker that was unearthed by the forces of chaos, and has discovered what they seek. He claims it is some form of key, but to unlock what, he is unsure. Never mind. It is enough that the chaos forces seek it. The key lies in the ruined city of St. Louvre-Mar.
Okay, let's get started. Looks like the orcs have grown again. Some chaotic influence and some Eldar around. Not terrible, but still.
Our choices are gone. We have but one recourse left. Do you understand what is asked of you?
You cannot ask that which I offer freely, Farseer. My life is yours.
It belongs to all Elder now, brave one. You will become the war cry made manifest. The host is assembled, and we fully commit ourselves to the battle. You are the best of us. May Kayla Mencha Kane find you worthy of becoming his avatar. Then the humans shall have the death they seek.
This delay! You cost us the key, Sindri. The false Emperor's lackeys and Eldar will battle for the city. They are not but hapless fools before your might, Lord Bale. Surely, a modicum of patience is in order here. Matters progress to your benefit and my devices. You'll see. Have faith. Have I led you astray thus far? No. But if you fail me in this... Yes, then my suffering will be great. Just be ready to move when I instruct.
Just a bit longer, and then the key will be mine.
You are approaching the objective. On your guard, brothers. The key is located in this monument, which is currently held by the Eldar. An ambush! Foul Xenos!
I mean, that was to be expected, honestly.
We must find our way through the city to the monument and take it from these treacherous aliens.
Okay. Let's get ourselves in order as quickly as possible. I know what's here and we need to deal with it fast. Come on.
What is your
Good.
will? Yes, most beneficent one? I will do as you ask. Initializing build protocol. With all due haste.
Good.
Initializing build protocol.
Get those done as quickly as you can.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Now, we need to be careful.
Mission
And we will be
accomplished.
claiming this.
Position secure. Direct us to the enemy. Orders received, brother.
There is no such thing as innocence.
What would you have
Only
me do?
degrees of guilt.
Here to serve.
Okay, good.
Build routine 721.
Get me
initiated.
these up. I like this angle for the moment.
With all due
Build
haste,
those quick.
I will do as you ask. I await your instructions.
Yes, my lord. Ever vigilant.
Here to serve.
And once you finish with that, in case it's not done, join there, and in case that gets finished first, you do that. Okay, our power source is strong. We need to claim this next. We're gonna hold off on claiming this one. I want to
Yes,
get
my
us
lord.
bazookas and heavy bolters first. So we're going to need to do an upgrade anyways. Go. You. There.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Okay, they're working. The reason why is you remember seeing that fire monster? That is the avatar or physical embodiment, in a sense, of an Eldar god of war. His name is Caleb Entricane, the bloody-handed god, yada yada yada, titles and all that.
Faith is our shield.
But, he ain't no bitch.
Maintain attack formation.
In fact, 2 squads probably won't hold him off. I'm going to need to get a dreadnought, probably. That's how strong of a force that he actually is on his own. And I will not underestimate it, because that would be foolish and expensive. Plus, we need to get this up. We're going to have a hard time making our situation stable otherwise. Okay, good.
I await your instructions.
Come on, 350.
I will do as you ask.
There we go. Okay, we're going to need a single melee dreadnought, and his entire purpose will to be, well, just to tank the enemy leadership. That's it. Or sorry, the avatar. For in all honesty, the avatar is the threat. We can handle the rest fairly easily. It's just the avatar that I'm worried
Fear
for.
denies faith. We are the Emperor's chosen, awaiting orders.
That'll help us a good bit. Now we just need to get to 170. And once we have him up, we will go find ourselves a Eldar god.
Yes, Lord? Yes, Lord.
While the enemies of the
At your
Emperor
command.
still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Also, we will be a bit aggressive before we can get across to the next half of the map, because it will make our lives easier if we just blow the stuff up beforehand. And it'll guarantee our main base's safety. Both those things combined are worthwhile in my mind. Worthwhile causes. So, yeah.
I have awoken. I am the instrument of his will. To me, my brothers.
I stand ready.
Space Marines,
Forward.
advance!
Taking heavy fire.
Vehicle.
Heresy grows from idleness.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Beware the alien.
Ever vigilant.
I have it.
Awaiting orders.
What is that
For the glory.
demon conjured by the treacherous Eldar?
My fate
It is
is
called
my shield.
an avatar.
We cannot
Its
allow
gates
this
unbarred
abomination to
and
walk on
guarded.
Imperial soil. Destroy it. But be wary, brothers. It will be an enemy
Heresy
to be
grows
reckoned
from
with.
idleness.
The Emperor protects. The Avatar is retreating.
As I said, our goal with it is just to keep it still. It counts as a vehicle. But we need simply to wear it down, and we win.
Taking damage.
Heretic.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Today the enemy shall know
Okay,
fear.
good. Drive them
My
back.
aim shall not falter.
We need a squad.
The Avatar is destroyed. The Eldar will not fight so fiercely
Scouts
now that their
reporting for
symbol of
duty.
war
While the
is
enemies of the
vanquished.
Emperor
still
well
draw breath,
done,
there
my
can
brothers.
be no peace.
There we go.
Scouts awaiting orders. Strategic point
An Imperial
identified.
relic. We cannot allow
At
these
your
precious
command.
relics
The
to fall
Emperor
into enemy
protects.
hands. There are 3 relics rumored to be located in the area.
We are the
Capture them,
Emperor's
if at
chosen.
all possible.
Still serve.
They can be captured by infantry in the same
me,
way
my brothers.
strategic points
Okay.
are captured.
Now that we have everything we need there, you.
I await
We need
your
you to build this up.
instructions.
Taking heavy fire.
Initializing build protocol.
I stand ready.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
It takes a while to actually get them.
Heresy grows from idleness. Fear our wrath.
Defending objective.
Good job.
Scouts ready. I
Move.
sense danger. We will root it out.
Okay.
Here to serve. I will do as you ask.
Come on.
Defending
Build routine
objective.
Good job.
Strength is our
721
shield.
initiated.
Weapons at ready.
At
It
last,
is time.
back to war.
Okay.
I stand ready.
We need one squad of regular Space Marines over here.
Charge!
There is no such thing as innocence.
You join.
Only degrees of
They will push into here, make sure there's no webway, and then consolidate around here. These guys with the Dreadnought.
Yes, my lord.
Once I get them some help, will push into here, claim this, and then push towards the relic.
Apothecary ready.
Then we'll also have one of the forces push up to here to claim this. At least that's going to be our strategic goals at this moment.
Who requires my aid? What are your needs? Marine squad deployed. Who requires my aid? Yes, my lord. Orders received, brother. Apothecary ready. Who requires my aid? Ever vigilant. Apothecary ready. How can I serve? How can I serve? The battlefield awaits.
We're going to push through the left-hand side first, I think.
Marine squad deployed.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Forward.
Faith is our shield. The battlefield awaits. We are the Emperor's chosen. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. What are your needs? The enemy is attacking!
Pull back and regroup!
How can I serve? What are your needs? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Yeah.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Die! Die!
Mission battlefield awaits.
Command me.
To the rally point! The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Screw it. You.
Knowledge is power.
Here.
I didn't
No.
know.
My aim shall not falter.
The battlefield awaits.
Okay, looks like that bridge is out anyway, so
Fear not the
that fight's already won.
Space Marines.
Make sure our
advance.
flank's covered.
The enemy is attacking.
Yes, most
Okay, good
beneficent
job. You.
The enemy is attacking.
one. I shall obey. With all due haste.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Nothing? Okay. Then go over here.
The battlefield awaits.
Honestly, they're great at dealing morale damage, but not much else.
The fallen shall be forever
Even
remembered
in
as the
death I
Emperor's
still
finest.
serve.
Yes, Lord?
Our faith
With all
holds
due
us.
haste.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
There we go.
Through discipline, we prevail.
Oh, shut up. We both know what you really think.
Taking heavy fire.
Praise the Emperor.
Get your ass back here, you idiot. I know you think you're a badass, but that's not a fight you win.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Command me.
Okay, we'll put a last cannon on you.
What are your
Can I
needs?
get any predators? Yes, I can.
What are your needs?
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
I mean, I plan to carry the biggest gun, but that's a different story.
My faith is my shield.
Come on, a little bit longer. There we go.
Under fire!
Okay. Let's get that. Seems like it'll be necessary. Always good.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Predator deployed.
The battlefield awaits.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be
Where
no peace.
is my tank? There he is. He'll clean up everyone there. Okay, you.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Push
Follow me
southwest,
into
claim
battle.
that for me. Once we get up here, we'll be able to claim that. Just get moving.
Walk softly and carry a big gun. Follow me into battle.
Objective marked. How can I serve?
Predator at your command.
Space Marines, advance!
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
There with that, we'll hold.
What are your needs?
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Push forward.
Space Marines, advance!
They'll catch up in time.
Under fire!
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment. With courage and
Now the reason I'm doing this is honestly our horse is built up enough that we should be able to handle most things thrown at him. And since this thing's going to be taking most of the fire, our infantry and predator can deal with most of the threats on their own without any real risk to themselves. Now the fun fact about the Eldar, they are much quicker than we could ever be.
While the enemies of
You're
the
not gonna
Emperor
hit
still
one with a
draw
gun,
breath, there can
because
be no peace.
his mind works
My
so
aim shall not fall.
fast
Area is secure.
that any attempt to will be read, predicted, and the bullet trajectory will be predicted and dodged. Yes, they can dodge fucking bullets. Why?
The fallen
Because
shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
they can, honestly, that's the main reason I can find. Okay, we're going to attack into here to try to deal with any sort of enemy buildup that occurred. We want to deal with any base in this area, first and foremost. For if they do not have a base to attack us from, they cannot attack us. I know, just revolutionary thought, right?
My aim shall not falter.
So it's in one of these two areas, so I'm going to check each. Plus, webway gates are annoying to deal with to begin with, so let's not have to keep an eye on that.
Follow me into battle.
How can I serve?
Well, that works.
Assault Terminators are now available for deep strike from the Chapel Barracks. Terminators are now available for deep striking. They can be found at the Chapel Barracks. The orbital relay is ready for construction. With the mobility it will grant us, we cannot fail. We have captured all 3 relics in this area. Relics justify the requisition of the Emperor's finest troops. We may now requisition Terminators at the orbital relay structure. Use these units well. They are almost unstoppable on the field of battle.
Once I get to them, sure.
Taking damage. How can I serve?
Praise the Emperor.
Secure it here.
Attack!
The battlefield awaits. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
Come on, just blow that up.
The Eldar have fortified this bridge and closed the gate. In order to get through, we must capture and hold the strategic point on the bridge for 2 minutes. This will give us enough time to rework the gatehouse circuitry and open the gates.
Now, that's why I took so long. I wanted to get to the gatehouse to be a relatively easy situation. If you do not blow up that stuff, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be annoying. We need the orbital relay first, and part of the reason I want this is I can just drop these guys into a place from orbit to reinforce it. It's nice. Okay, everyone good? Okay, group up here.
What would you have me?
You claim.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Disposal.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
It's almost ready. They tried. They failed. Okay.
Securing
We've
objective.
captured the strategic point controlling the bridge. Now we must hold it against
Now
the
we
enemy.
must wait.
Taking haste.
Yeah, this Dion don't care.
I am the instrument of his will.
You, how about you come over here and repair our equipment? Might as well. Can't orbital drop the Predator in, so we'll be using a bit more Dreadnoughts at this time.
We only need to hold the bridge point for 1 more minute. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Deep striking.
And now you see why I positioned as I did.
I have awoken.
Now, this is something you can do. 3, 2, there we go. This does damage to enemies.
Of his will.
So you can actually take a drop pod and basically beat an enemy over the head with it if you time it right.
We have captured the bridge. The gates will now be lowered.
Terminators ready.
Once this is finished repairing, we will be charging.
Deep striking.
I have
What are your
awoken.
needs? We await your command.
Now these guys, that is a thunder hammer and thunder shield.
Taking damage.
They give 0 shits what comes at them. Charge.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
At last, strategy more.
Deploy behind enemy lines.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Now we can do that as long as we have the orbital relay. If you want to stop a space marine from dropping in, get rid of the orbital relay in this game. Otherwise, we will be dropping in.
Yes, most beneficent one. I will do as you ask.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Okay. Just charge in.
It's the first step on the road to disappointment.
I await your instructions.
This would be an excellent
Initializing
location
build
for a secondary
protocol.
base.
Your will.
These are my heaviest boys.
None shall survive. Taking heavy fire.
Still not a hyper effective unit, but they work well.
We
enough.
shall prevail. Ever vigilant. Yes, my lord.
Fear not the psycho.
By my command.
Get down there. This counts as infantry, strangely enough. Or what does it count as? Because it reacts interestingly where it takes... I don't know what to call this. I would count it as infantry, personally. Now, the reason we're attacking down here is I just want to blow up the Eldar base. That's it. Keep moving, bro.
My aim shall not falter.
Come on. That thing's gonna die in a second. There we go.
Knowledge is power. I don't care.
Follow me into battle.
Come on. Honestly, my goal here is just get rid of the enemy spawn. Come on. Accept your fate.
My aim shall not falter.
Taking damage.
Okay, now we pushing.
Follow me into battle.
Go.
We await your command.
They just take a lot to die.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Taking damage.
Where do you need us most?
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be peace. Follow me into
Here's the key. Rather ugly looking, honestly.
This course of action is unwise.
Oh, shut up. We're gonna win this either way. Our forces are too numerous for them to beat. Too bad he can't actually die. We already know he's a traitor.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
There we go. Mission complete.
It lies within reach now. You sense its power, do you not? Still think you have the strength to use it against me. All that stands in your way is the Farseer.
Kill me, obliterate my body, and cast my name to the wind. But you must heed me. Bury that which lies beneath my feet. It will undo us all. I may be your enemy in this, but we both have a greater foe.
Do not listen, Gabriel. We must destroy this alien.
She knows much. Much we need to learn.
What could she offer but lies? Do not trust her, Gabriel.
The key! No! Damn you!
Who was that alien? What did he steal?
A key. The last step along a bloody path.
A key to what?
The undoing of us all.
Stop speaking in riddles.
He stole a key. A key to the shadows of this world, to the evil horror that lies within.
Tell me what this key does.
You do not know. Your Inquisitor keeps you on a short leash. He knows. Ask him.
How dare you speak ill of the Emperor's loyal subject?
He has known since he arrived. Or should I say, he never left. Do you not think it convenient he appeared from nowhere and landed on the cusp of a warp storm? Or that I know him already? Human, you are caught in events beyond your reckoning. But we can help one another and stop the forces of chaos from succeeding.
You fought well, alien. And while we share common goals, I cannot risk your betrayal in this matter. You have squandered enough of my attentions.
No. For better or worse, we are locked in our course now, him and I. Your enemies have taken position in the Danan City sector. They will not remain there long. We are too weak to fight them. You have seen to that.
Yeah, I have. Very aggressively so, mind you. Now, I will show you the beginning part, but I do not have enough time in my schedule right now to play the next mission, so you will just be getting the beginnings of it. Or at least the beginning log. To hype you up.
The great enemy managed to steal the key from out of our very grasp. Damn the Eldar and their arrogance. Had we not been delayed in reaching the key, we could have denied the ruinous powers their prize. We still have no idea what this key does. According to the Eldar Witch, Inquisitor Toth holds these answers. If this is true, then he has a good deal to explain. The least of which is not why he would withhold information that could allow us to better fight the forces of chaos. Could he be tainted? The thought is unimaginable. Even more concerning, we know now that we face more than mere chaos cults, but members of an actual traitor legion, the very Marines who turned against our Emperor some 10 millennia ago. Luckily, our scouts were able to track their sorcerer and his entourage back
By
to
the
their
armor,
base
I'd
of
say Black
operations.
Legion.
It is located not far from our current position. I relish in the opportunity to bring death to these blasphemous traitors.
And that is what our next mission shall be. Thank you for showing up, those of you who did. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Sorry if we didn't get through as many missions this time. They will be getting longer each time, so hopefully it won't cause a problem. Have a good night, and since I forgot to say it last night, happy Halloween to those of you who celebrate it. See ya.